Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. Name is Mike. Today is the 1st of June. Truthfully, I thought here we go again. I thought yesterday was the 1st of June. And I mean my clock been off it been off for years, truthfully. My clock has been off for years. But that's the way it is, you know. And I remember there was a scripture that in the scriptures it said that a day that you think not to be it, that's when the Son of Man was coming. So when I really got into that, it just really truthfully taught me that I will be thoroughly distracted. That's my take on that. And I'm like, wow, okay. And it seems, because if you take it to what the Most High was saying, a lot of us are going to be distracted. When it comes to a day that we think that this is not the day, it's going to be that day. So now you got to ask yourself this: what's going to be going on? What do you think may be going on in your life, Brother Robert? Shalom, brother. I'm glad you came in today. What do you think that you might be doing that can throw you off from that time that from the Lord's day? From the Lord's day. That's the question. Because brothers, sisters, if you're looking at what's going on, the world is full of distractions. Some of it is intentionally, some of it is not. Let's just take it like this. You may get a phone call. Hey, you need to get to the hospital. So and so is at the hospital. Boom. No matter how you look at it, brothers and sisters, it's going to be a distraction. The devil, when it came to Job, and that was a major distraction, because he knew he had to hit. Satan knew he had to come up on Job very hard, because Satan also knew this man, he has a faith that is encased, laced around the Most High. That's what the devil did know about Job. And that is the reason why he hit Job the way he hit Job. He came first, he attacked his money. He attacked his finances. That's what the first thing he orchestrated thievery, disobedience. They came in and stole some animals and things, sheep, goats, donkeys. Oh, yeah. But now, mind you now, then after that, his kids, their lives was taken. That's a lot. You went from being up here, you down here. You sitting in squalor. Then the next day was he got sick. Well, Satan causes sickness. And now listen to me when I say this. He, Satan, caused the sickness. That's what he did. He caused that sickness. But he took this man's kids, their lives. He took that man's livelihood, money. Satan knew exactly that he had to come in. He had to come in hard on Job. And he did just that. He went in hard on him. The same thing is happening with you, Israel. He know exactly who you are, and he know the strength that you got. You got the strength, but some, I'm going to say some, I ain't going to say all. Some of us do not realize the strength that we have. When we dove into the negative side, we see the strength. We see the strength on the negative side. We recognize the strength of the negative side. We truthfully need to start turning the clock the way it should be going. That's what we should be doing. We can take a negative, capitalize on a negative, that is by means of the flesh. But at the end of the day, and you step back and you look at it, you're like, man, there's no good about this. There's no good about it on the negative side. It's not. But now, if we take the strength that we use for the negative, apply it to the positive, brothers, please, it's a done deal. It will literally be a done deal. But it's not going to be just one person, two person, three. No, it's going to be a lot more, a little bit more fewer of us to do this. That's what's going to happen. That's what needs to happen, rather. Because we was encouraged. Hey, the power of the speech is in your tongue. You have shalom, Sister Van P. That's what we have. We have the power of the tongue. If you want to talk about if we truthfully speaking, take time out to look at time, or I'm talking about the past. If you take out the time to look at the past and apply that knowledge that you have of the past and apply it to today, you would literally have to sit back and say, you mean to tell me we got down like this? Now, when that maturity kick in, you look at the stuff, you be questioning yourself. You're like, man, you mean to tell me I was out here doing this dumb stuff? I thought this way? Yeah, we did. We did. And sometimes when you are riding about, you just want to go into the old neighborhood, see how things looking, see how things, well, truthfully, you come to understand how things have changed. That neighborhood, probably when you was a child, it was the cleanest thing that you ever seen. That was probably the best time of your life. And you go look at it now, you're like, man, what had happened? What happened? And you may have been a person that grew up in one of the cleanest. I mean, brothers, if you lived in an all-black neighborhood back in the 70s, 80s, now go back and look at it now. I don't have to necessarily have to say how you may be feeling, but you will say, man, what happened? What happened was negativity. That's what it was. Yahushua said, woe to those that do not keep my law. Those laws was not for the world. And the sooner we understand that, the better off we're going to be. Gentiles are not they're not going to be affected by not obeying the law. Israel is, whether you know it or not, are being affected. You are being affected. And I tell you, I will say this rather. Let me back up on that one. I will say this for the ones who are not. I mean, if you what's the word? Still sleep, that grace is applied. And that's according to scripture. That's according to scripture. But when it's all over said and done, brothers, this is we're living in some times. We're living in it. We're living in the time of the end of a pre-gathering. That's what I'm seeing according to scripture. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing there's a gathering, a pre-gathering, or there's a what's the word? Fleeing. It's happening. There's an awakening. All of these things that's happening right now, it's for the best of Israel. And at the same time, a cleansing of Israel. It is. Because truthfully, brothers, I know for a fact, if I asked any one of you, well, I don't even have to ask you, because you already know. You know how we get down. You know exactly how we do. We sit here knowing that we are wrong in this instance, and we try to justify it. Now, it would take another Israelite to understand that. It would take another person, black person. Yeah, we know it. You be like, yeah, and it will work your nerve. It would. You come out one day and your windshield busted, or your glass busted. I mean, and truthfully, now I'm speaking more so on what days, the 90s, and when they used to have the what they call them, they had the pullouts, and then they had the face off. The pullouts were, I'm talking about the radio, and you used to grab it, pull it out, and you get inside your car, you put it back in, because what was people doing? They was going and stealing the radios out of cars. And then after the pullouts, they came up with, hey, you push that button in the face of the radio, of that, let's just say radio. It comes off. And you just stick it in your pocket and you're going about your business. And then after that, what happened? They came in with, was it the face off? Wait a minute, the pull out, the face off. And then they came, hey, nowadays it's just you listen to the radio off of your phone. Connect your phone to the radio. There's no tape deck inside. There's no CD player. Everything is what? In the clouds. It's absolutely in the cloud. Changing world. The world is changing. And so what I'm saying, what I'm getting at, brothers, is this. We should be changing as a nation. We've seen it. We've seen and done some dumb things. But now here we are. a mature people around and living during the time of the end. A mature people. We're not childish. We're not childish. We see what's happening. We know what's happening. And we are speaking on the thing that's happening in this world. That's what we're doing. We're not just sitting back. We're not sitting back. You walk about in a grocery store. Your mindset is totally different from 10, 20, 30 years ago. And your mind is so different because you woke up. You don't look at religion like you used to look at religion. You woke up. Now, when people start talking about scripture and things, Jesus, no, what comes in your ear is near about destroyed going inside your head. If it does not align, you come back with a counter and a rebuttal when it's talking about scriptures and reasoning from the scriptures. Because that's that awakening that kicks in. That's that awakening that kicks in. And with that awakening, oh my goodness, the world do not like it, especially politicians, especially them. Because they have the paperwork on knowing who Brother Robert is. They know the paperwork they have on Sister Van P. They know exactly who you are. And there's a hatred that comes right along with it. They have it. And I would not necessarily say it's a scary thing. No, I wouldn't necessarily call it scary. Because, I ain't gonna say because, but I will lay something like this. When you know something and you hiding it from a people or a person, the first thing you got to stand back and say is, what is your angle? Why are you holding me back? What is you holding on me? Shalom, Sister Patia and Sister Mara. Shalom. This is the question. They holding something back. And they seeing things happening. Brothers, now, scripturally speaking, like I said, this is the time. We're living in a time of, and see, well, let me go and keep on. A time of a gathering. The gathering. This is what we standing at right now. It's like, it's blatant. It's right before, it's right in front of your face. This is a time where there is a pre-gathering work going on right as we speak, period. That's what we're witnessing right now. And you have these mature people that's looking at it intently. They're looking at the scriptures. Oh, this is lining up. This is lining up. This is lining up. That there, this here is happening. Because we truthfully are not going to understand it until we are face forward and bound and looking at this gathering or Exodus like face to face. But when it's face to face, you go be still like, I cannot believe this is happening. Because a lot of us, well, in our minds, well, I thought maybe I'd be dead and gone. But then when you're starting to see these things being put in place, and you really come to understand this is the exodus that's happening, that is going to be mind-boggling to each and every last one of us because we're not used to it. It's going to be mind-boggling because the Most High spoke about it, and then we put time on. Oh, he said he's going to do this thousands of years ago. This is what he said. What he's going to do. That was thousands of years ago, brothers. You talking about? You talking about? Man, I wish I had that brother's book. Dante Forson, and that brother, he has a book where he took out the time and he started putting dates and times together as to, all right, this person was living during this time. And if you really get I mean, like his book, I'm going to get it. Because you're talking about the time of Abraham. So you're talking about BC time. This is before Moses' existence. This is before his time. I tell you, brothers, from what that time to up to now, because we have been trampled on. And for us, Brother Avon, shalom, brother. We have been with this awakening. Because truthfully, brothers, we was not, looking forward for the Most High. We was not. The only comfort, and it was a false comfort, the only comfort that we got from the world was this. It was death. Oh, don't be seeking things on the earth. Your reward is in the heaven. And we sucked it up like it was a biscuit and syrup. That's what we did. Every loved one that we seen that fell away, oh, he's in heaven with the Almighty. But this is the lie they told us. I never forget when I was a child. They spoke against going to college. They did. And the ones who sucked that up, brothers and sisters, we was Black people, Black kids, Black families, for when I was raised up. And I ran up on, it was some time ago. I ran up on this sister. I went back to visit, and she said, "Hey, Mike." And at this time, we both were just turning 30 because we came out of high school the same time. And she was like, I'm just kind of upset because, and this is what she was saying. And she said, here I am, 30 years old, working a dead-end job. And I really, truthfully, I don't have nothing to show for it. I understood everything that she was saying. I did. But I went to trade school. I did. I was not thinking about going to college because please. Go get a trade and go to work. That was my mentality. Because when the kids, they did go to, they went to college. It's like they came out broker before they went in. They came out with a debt. And a lot of them were just fronting. They was fronting off of credit. And then eventually, once the credit get run, hey, you right back down here on the ground. That's what they taught. So growing up, we started seeing things different. And then that's when a lot of kids in my time, they started going back to college. I ain't gonna say they started going to college, and they went to trade schools. You'd be surprised. I'm not gonna say you'll be surprised because a lot of you brothers and sisters, the things that we was taught in churches, you know exactly what was taught and what we took in. When they sit up here telling us all this and all that, we believed. That's what we did. We believed. But when we all brothers. But when you woke up, we was kind of angry. We was angry. Because one, we was taught a lie. Two, you had to nib out, I ain't gonna say destroy your mind, but you had to destroy some things that was taught to you. You had to learn how to respect your own brothers and sisters. That's what you had to do. Because when the brothers woke up, they was the one who's doing the teaching. So they had in our heads, you can't trust them. You had to get over that nonsense. When I say this stuff, brothers, the way that we was laced with a lie, it was straight demonic. It was absolutely demonic. That's what it is. It still is. Now, what the Most High is going to use to shock our people to their senses, that remains to be seen. But I will say this, like I said before, brothers. For you awakening Israelites, it is an absolute blessing. It is a privilege that you are amongst that first wave wakening up. That's who you are. You understand that. That's one thing I will say. But truthfully, there's a lot more to go. There's a lot more to go. And with this going and with this walk, brothers, you got to walk through sickness, death, financial problems. Ooh, what else can I come up with? This is the walk we got to walk, brothers. This is what we got to go through. We got to go through all of this. But at the same time, like he said, those that endure to the end, that is Yahushua, are the ones that will be saved. Brothers, shalom, Cynthia. When I say it's like, brothers, when I say holding hands and encouraging one another, yeah, you're going to need it. We're going to need it. We're going to need it. Because now you stepped into a whole different arena. You step into an arena where you literally, you are literally fighting the devil. Because he know exactly what you're thinking. He know how you are awakened and who you are. How your forefathers was telling demons to come out of people. So now what makes you think, Israel, that you are not a threat? Sister Van P, Brother Earl, each and every last one of you are a threat to the devil. They know your strength. They felt your strength from your forefathers, the disciples, who was telling demons what to do. What makes you think that you are not a threat? You are the biggest threat on this planet Earth. This is the reason why we go through what we go through. This is the reason why we suffer so much, because they know who you are, and they got to bring that. You think Job went through some things? You Israel. You have a relationship with someone that walked on this earth, that resides in heaven, right next to the Most High. That's who you are. That's the strength of who you are. Sister Patia, Sister Cynthia, that's who you are. And to think that you are not a threat, please, you're underestimating who you are very much. Very much. You're going to go through some things off the top because you are that threat to his to his life, the devil. He knows how the Most High really loves his people, Israel. He knows this. You are the one of the most important threats that stands before his very face. And we gotta go through it. It's just like if you you got a cut on your hand or whatever. You know, if you do not take care of that cut, you can affect your whole body with a cut. So you get you some peroxide or some whatever medication that you need in order for you to heal that cut up, because you know that cut can turn into something bigger. Brothers and sisters, you are that cut. You are that cut. Yes, you're that cut. And the devil knows. He said, oh no, we got to do something about that. You got to do something about it. Shalom, we got next. I seen your message yesterday, brother. I seen your message, and I appreciate that, brother. I really do. You are cut, but truthfully, the devil is already infected. He's infected. Yeah, he still keep on medicating it. But there's nothing that he can possibly do to stop this infection. That is, this awakening. It's an infection for him. It is a glorious thing for us. That's who it is. And I feel you on that, Sister Cynthia. I do. But Sister Cynthia, one thing I will say on this: we are the example to all of Israel. That's who we are. The time is going to come, sister. It's going to happen. That we as a nation, we're going to be gathered together. And we're going to be gathered with resurrected ones. We are. And they're going, hey, this is the generation that came out of that 400-year captivity. Oh, can you imagine this, Sister Cynthia? You sitting down, having a conversation with one of our forefathers. They asking you questions. Oh, this, and you giving off your experience, your life experience. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the unmentionable. And they looking at you like in awe. Are you for real? Y'all went through all of this? And especially when you sit down and you have a conversation with your forefathers who came out of Egypt. Hey, we came out of another type of Egypt. We're those ones that our forefather Abraham, the Most High, had a conversation with him. You want to talk about a mind-blowing situation? That's going to be mind-blowing, because they're going to see the struggles that we went through. right there, like in the middle of the street, dancing, fighting with the devil. That's what we have in front of us. That was the reason why Yahushua, oh no, it's going to be a resurrection. Happy and holy are what? Are those of the first resurrection. Who are the holy, Sister Cynthia? Who are those holy ones? That be us, our relatives. The world did what it's doing. This is the time of the Gentiles. This is the time of the Gentiles. They're doing what they're doing. Walking down that road of destruction. That's what they're doing. We all have. Here we go again. Hold down. Alrighty. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, hey, Brother Avon. Brother Avon. Lazarus. A good example. What happened? They was just floored. Although it was still in his time, but to see someone who was once dead and raised back up to life. Now you just think about it just for a moment, brothers and sisters. Well, what did the scripture say? The last will be first, and the first will be last. Yeah. That's how this resurrection would appear that's going to happen. Shalom, Sister Vicky D. I'm glad you was able to make it in, sister, today, this Sunday. So now you talking about a resurrection. It can be a baby. If there's a baby that fell asleep in death in our time, that child will be resurrected. Of Israel? Yes. We don't talk about it a lot. To which, truthfully, I think this is something we need to truthfully have on our hearts. It's a reason why Yahushua did what he did. He wasn't the first one who resurrected anyone. But he had to bring Israel back to, hey, this is going to happen for my people Israel. Elijah, a man touched his bones. They threw his body in there. He came back to life. And he also resurrected a little boy who had a stroke. Boom. But Yahushua was the one who came in and brought in that promise. That's what he brought in. He brought that promise in. Yeah, brothers, what? We seen our forefathers, and the sad thing about it, they kept the photos. They kept the videos of our forefathers. And I'm gonna say forefathers. Being hanged, shot up, blown up. You remember the 3 little girls in the church? Come on. These brothers recently talking about there was self-deleted from a hanging. Come on now. Now you being a mother, Sister Cynthia, and you have this information. This was, they claiming that this child self-deleted himself, and we all know exactly how this world gets down. We know this. We do not just fall for everything. We don't believe everything they say. We do not. We do not. But they took a part of you out from the living. That's the one that can cut you to the heart. That's that child you held in your arms and you nursed that child up to be a grown man or a grown woman. You did this. And for the world to come in and say, hey, he did not follow a lawful order. The 3 girls in Birmingham, Alabama. Oh, you grew up with them? We got with the mother. Okay. Wow. Okay. But this is the word. This is the history of this world. This is the history of this nation. And if you go back and you look at what the Most High said, he's to Abraham. After that 400 years, I'm going to judge that nation. That's what he said. That's what he said. Out of all of the murders, rape, assault, whatever you name it, they did it. The Most High said, I'm going to judge them for it. Brothers and sisters, you brothers and sisters ain't seen anger. Only thing we can do is imagine the depth of unbridled. I ain't gonna say unbridled. I don't even think we can feel that depth of anger. But the Most High got it. He has it. He has that anger. But he had to let this go through. He had to let this discipline go through his people. He had to let this go through. And although the Most High witnessed those 3 little girls in that church bombing, he witnessed that. He's seen it. But he had to let it play itself on out. But trust and believe. The angels, oh no. They writing down names. Oh yeah. We go hem him up. He just don't even know. Oh, this guy, oh yeah, he got so much hatred in him. Oh, please. Let me have his family. This is what the angels got now. They got all this information. All of it. Oh, my grandparents, they dead and gone. The Most High can raise them up just to lay them back down, to let them know, hey, this is who I am. And they thinking that death is it. They don't have the foggiest idea of the strength of the Most High. They cause a lot of pain. They cause a lot of hurt. They did. They caused it. And still doing it down to this day. This is that being real talk. Because they tell us, hey, y'all need to get over slavery. They don't understand the depth of the hurt. They do not understand the impact of their action that is upon us right down to this very day. They did some devilish things. But going back, the Most High had to let this happen. In order for Brother Avon, we got next, Sister Vicky D. In order for you to appreciate the position that you're about to be put in, ooh, good night. We have not seen that position. We can't even imagine the position. The Most High know exactly, I'm going to raise you up. He say you're a royal priesthood. But when you feel it, oh, it's a totally different world. That's who you are. This is the reason why the devil has to do a lot of stuff to you. If he can get you to curse the Most High, he'll do it as long as he can get you dead and unfaithful. He's straight. That's what he wants. That's what he wants off the top. He will lie, cheat, and steal just to get you killed. That's the devil. That's his MO. A lot of you brothers and sisters, you all got positions. It is unbelievable. You think you sick. You think you being persecuted. Let the Most High go in and clean camp and put you in position. Because of your loyalty, it's going to floor you. Because you will not believe the position the Most High has for you and his people. That's the thing we have to hold on to. That's it. Yeah, they fed our kids, forefathers, to alligators. They did. They did these things. Yeah, they raped our fathers. What was it called? Buck breaking. Yes, they did that. They even had the little teenage boys, just to increase their stock of slaves, go in there and lay with your mama. That's where you get the word MF from. That's what that curse word MF, that's where it comes from. And then on top of that, it messed up the sons and the daughter mentally. All Sister Cynthia, if you only knew about that, some of that stuff, you get into that stuff, sister, you be like, wait a minute, this is debasing. There are a debased people, and they're following a debased God. That's who they're following. And they're doing the will of their father. That's what they're doing. And yes, what do you think is going to happen? This is what they did. This is their history. Their history, and their history that's still being made down to this very day. They have the audacity to still, they have the audacity to hate you. Hate you, hate us. And you did this here? I'm telling you. This stuff here, brothers and sisters, when the Most High said, what is loosed in the heavens shall be loosed on earth. The day you see that anger of the Most High is the day you go feel that same anger, because you go be feeling the same way the Most High is going to be feeling. Tell your kids, y'all come on in the house, close the door, close the curtains, let that denunciation. You can't go over there and say little Susie. Huh. 3/5. Okay, Sister Cynthia. I'm gonna give them I'm gonna give them the full blown of being a human. That's what I'm going to give them, because it's going to be a judgment that's going to fall upon them. That's what I'm going to give them. They can call us everything, 1/4, a third, or whatever. We think life, we live life. They think everything about destruction and control. That's what they think. You want to hurt a people? They orchestrate that. They map it out. They sit there and they connive on these things. Now, brothers, here, I'm not here to incite anger, because anger eventually is going to come. And it ain't going to come from me either. It's not going to come from me. Whatever is loosed in the heavens shall be loosed on earth. The Most High is not loosing things to the nation as to give them information. He talked to his people. He gives it to his people. You are that royal priesthood, that he went through that bloodline and he chose you. And fortunately and thankfully, we got next. Sister Van P, Sister Cynthia, you all are in that line, that bloodline, a blessed bloodline. Even Bill Cosby are all in that bloodline. That's us. And we need to understand this, and with the suffering that we do have. Now, granted, the world is trying to bring back those days of alligator bait. That's what they're trying to bring. But if you think you're going to take a black man's child and do that, those days are gone, brothers. Brothers and sisters, those days are gone. Yeah, you racist. We back. We back. We still black. That's what it is. I'm talking about from the West over all the way to Africa. They have done their dirt globally. That's what they've done. If you go into parts of Africa and you see just, it was a brother, he was talking about the Indians over there in Africa, East Africa. And he's not lying. He was talking about how there's a prejudice that is against the people that do look like you. And he said, but the workers, the ones who hold in the prominent positions, not the Africans. They're sub-level workers. That's who they are. They make sure they do not handle money or nothing of the kind. So now their persecution is the same as ours. And the moment we understand it, we thinking we different people because you speak a different language. You thinking we got a different culture. No matter what you think your culture is, brothers, whether it's here or in Africa, when it's all over said and done, one thing we go have up under us, hanging over our head, is captivity. You will be on the same boat, just speaking a different language. That's it. That's all. And once you understand that, you go, well, we the same. We are the same. I was just talking to this cousin a couple days ago, and he was telling me, well, man, I heard that the Africans, they don't like us. I said, yeah, what, how many Africans did you talk to? Oh, I met this African. They said they don't know nothing about no slavery. I'm like, dude, you weren't talking to no African then. The Africans I spoke with, they know about Roots. They said the movie comes out near about every year. And back when I was a child, that's what we watched. What was it? They play it once a year. We used to go to school, and we was kids then. I'm gonna say this. And after was it 3 days or a week? And so when we got it wasn't the fact that we got through watching it. We went back to school and we started beating up white kids. That's what we did. That's what we did. And I understand, sis. I hope and pray that we all do too. I do. But I posted a TikTok video of this sister and this other guy. He always talking about black people. Like black people is getting like we the only ones can talk this way. So this sister, I just posted it today. Oh, she lit into him. She did. See, now they make us think that we're the highest people of crime, when in essence, it's whites. I mean, but this is what they got to do in order to make themselves look like, hey, we're the cream of the crop. When I say brothers, they'll throw a three-piece suit on with a clean white shirt, t-shirt, nice pair of shoes, and then slide some makeup on. But I ain't took a bath in 90 days. That's how they get down. That's how they get down. This is not, like I said, Sister Cynthia, they're matching their action. That's all. If your whole body is dirty, filthy, your life will be the same. You can sit up here and throw. What did the Most High say about that? I'm gonna say hoe riding that beast. The Bible call it a hoe. I mean, a whore. But is it gonna be filthy? Go to a hoe. They call a black woman a hoe real quick. But truthfully, it's this wicked nation that's that hoe. And filthy at the same time. Don't bathe, and you drinking blood of the saints as if you don't have a worry in the world. That's scriptural. That's scriptural. They did everything in their power to make us believe you're not worth a dime. And it affected us. It did. Because, hey, our fathers was telling their sons, you ain't worth a dime. You ain't going to amount to nothing. Our mothers was telling their daughters the same thing. But these things had to happen. We had to be trampled. We had to lose our identity. We had to come to a point where, I don't wish this on nobody. I don't want to be black. We had to wish that we was a white superhero. We had to go down this low. We had to do it in order for us to appreciate where you're about to walk into. This is being real. This is what's in front of us right down to this very day. They can call our sisters hoes all they want. But the Most High knows, I'm going to lift up my people beyond your wildest dream. I know who my daughters are. I know who my sons are. This is the Most High. I'm going to excuse them of their wrongdoing. I'm going to clean my people up. You ain't never seen another nation go through what we went through. And you will, well, I ain't gonna say you won't never see it. No, they gonna get judged. And they go, whatever we went through is gonna be put up on them. What did the scripture say? Doubled. It's going to be doubled upon them. If you're talking about alligator bait, truthfully, brothers and sisters, I can't see nothing worse than that. I can't. I cannot see anything worse than that. But the Most High said it's going to be put up on them double. They're going to be seeking death. Death will flee from them. Whoo, Charlie, good night. So when our forefathers were self-deleting themselves, it would appear that was a blessing. Because what they're about to go through, they're not going to, they will not have that privilege. And it seems like it's already in motion. Yeah. Sister Cynthia, we lived through it. We lived through it. The only time we got scary is when it was when it was the present time right in front of our face. We seeing hurt being put up on us. We seeing a life being taken away. That's when it's scary. George Floyd. We literally witnessed a man dying in real time. That's what we witnessed, and it's recorded. But he ain't the first one. He's not the first one. We ain't even speaking about the brothers and sisters in Africa of what they going through and what they went through. And we ain't even talking about the kidnapping that's not even spoken about that's going on in Africa. You thinking sisters coming up missing in the United States? Man, please. It's near about unmentionable what's going on in Africa. Because it's a big place and you can get lost in Africa. Period. But the Most High, he has his angels. He knows his people. He knows the ones who's laying hands on his people. And if you're not that person, if you are of Israel and the Most High deem you for something else, and someone comes up on you thinking they're going to take your life, oh no, the angels will step up. The angels will step up. And deliver you. Those days are about to be in front of us a lot more. Those days are about to be in front of us a lot more. Because now the time for us to be, or I'm going to say, not for us, the separation to show the world, all right, these are my people, Israel. I'm about to judge this nation. You go see, I will bring a tornado through your neighborhood. And you can have my people living right across the street. They will not get harmed. That's the Most High. And we would decimate the other side of the street. This is what we are about to witness right down to this very day. They know that there's something shifting in this system. They feel it. They know it. And they worried. But at the same time, they lost their dentures, the dogs, that is. The dogs don't have teeth. They all gums. They're doing a whole lot of barking. Proud talk, arrogant talk. But can't do nothing. But the realization is this. Somebody go come by and crack that jaw. When someone, a nation, come in and crack that jaw of that dog, of that beast that's riding that hoe, the hoe that's riding, the beast rather, it's going to be a whole different ball game. If you want to talk about a hatred of a nation, brothers and sisters, good night. All it takes is one. In that betrayal, brothers and sisters, scripturally speaking, it's going to be one of his own. That's what it's going to be. One of his own is the one who's going to come in and set that trap. Because you got these nations that's looking for this power with this beast. They want this power. They're hungry. That's all they ever known was power, conquering. And if they got to take one of their own out just for them to sit at that seat, to have that glorious position, so be it. And they're doing it. They're planning it, truthfully, brothers. And it's going to be swift. It's going to be swift. And all of this judgment is strictly for you. And at the same time, the Most High said, his glorious name will be known. It will be. Right now, brothers, truthfully, we haven't heard the Most High speak. But if you take all of the time that the Most High was encouraging Israel to be thankful, to be loyal to him, you take all of that, you're talking about thousands of years, and you come on down to June 1st, 2025, brothers and sisters, that's a long time. That is an absolutely long time. But this is what we have in front of us. You have this opportunity to live to see the end of this system. Well, I ain't gonna say the end of this system. I'm an exodus, a greater exodus of nations, of a people being gathered together for the last time of any captivity. Brothers, this is the longest one. This is the longest captivity that we have ever experienced, being blood-bound of Israel. A lot of lies been told on and about Israel. And we believed. We believed. Ancient of Days, you're right, brother Avon. And he's going to rule. Yah is going to rule. Brothers, you're talking about a very long time of a broken communication. The only communication we had with the Most High was through who? And the Most High knew exactly what he was doing when he brought him in. He knew exactly what he was doing when he brought him in. Israel was getting out of hand. Israel, well, I ain't gonna say getting. Israel got out of hand. To the most, that made him so mad. He had to dismiss the first 10 tribes. Judah was right behind him, but Judah went into slavery. Oh. But he knew what he was doing. Brought in a redeemer. That's what he brought in, a redeemer. Man, let me turn this thing off. Good gracious almighty. He brought in a redeemer. Yahusha came and walked this earth for 33 years. That's it. A short time. A short time saved millions and billions of his people. When I say people, because now the scriptures do say that Yahusha is an Elohim of, no, Yahuwah is the Elohim of the living, not of the dead. Not of the dead, but of the living. Although King David may be dead, he's still living in the Most High's heart, sight, resurrection, mind, thoughts. Happy and holy are those of the first resurrection. Please correct me if I'm wrong. That's of Israel. I have a brother, my oldest brother, and I have my sister. My sister is the firstborn. Then my brother, then myself. I'm the middle, matter of fact. It was 2 of them older than me, 2 of them younger than me. My sister, she fell sick to an infection, struggling with diabetes. My brother, same thing. Same thing. Only thing about him, he fell asleep. He literally fell asleep in death. Literally. He fell asleep in death because his sugar got so low. He thought he was just, getting sleepy. Did not know he was dying. But this is the stuff that affects our people. It affects a lot of us. If you ever go into a map, you look at you Google it, you say, let's just see, a mapping of diabetes, a number, the amount of people. I ain't gonna say amount of people. If you're looking for a mapping of a section of cases of diabetes, brothers, you're gonna be surprised. This southern part, southeast of the United States is full of us, and we full of diabetes. It lights up the map in red. That right there should tell you that's a problem. That's the problem. High blood pressure, same thing. Same thing. But these things was prophesied about his people. We had to see the bad health. We had to experience the bad health. We had to experience the death of loved ones, the gruesomeness of death. We had to see these things. And they left it they left it in the books for us to read of the actions of the nation. Because Moses kept telling Israel, don't be friends with the nation. They no. Now, this 400-year captivity. Now we understand what the Most High is saying. Did it take these last 400 years for it to sink in? All right, so be it. So be it. We took that discipline. We understand what the Most High wants. And now what are we doing? We're fighting to give it. We're fighting to give him what he wants. That's what we're trying our best to do. When it comes to these laws, it ain't the fact that we say we going back. No, we wake up, we in the law. We're just trying to get a better understanding of how these laws should be applied according to his will. You got a lot of brothers out there doing that. You got a lot of sisters out there doing it. They're digging in deep. They're trying to unearth history that we never had. But it's being brought back to us. It's being brought back to us. This is what we want. We're doing something that our forefathers didn't do. We want the laws. We see the laws. We've seen the sufferings of not abiding by the laws. We have that history. And we got the pain to go right along with it. Call it a dessert or whatever. I don't know. But this is what we have. And so now, when you have a people who's woke, now the Most High, Yah, his eyes are on the nations now. My people woke up. They're waking up by the day. He's looking at the nation. The nation, Satan, he's doing his thing. He's trying to counteract whatever the Most High is doing. His demons, all right, bringing a little bit more trouble upon his people. That's what he's doing. Using his people to cause more trouble for Israel. You're seeing a nation backing, I ain't gonna say backing up. Who was this? I just seen this today. Some major politician Went to West Africa. It's supposed to have some meetings with some major leaders. And they were like, no, 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 no. Look here. We're not here bound by law to listen to the West. This is verbatim, so to speak. And truthfully, and then once they got through telling this Gentile lady what was on their mind, they told her, "You're dismissed." And she and that was without a handshake. That's what went down. You brothers and sisters think that they doing that on their own accords? They may think it, but it's not. It's not. That's that preparation of a nation of people that's preparing, the Most High is preparing for their exodus back home. That's what this is about. And then the days is going to come, brothers and sisters. We're gonna be reading about this stuff. And then once you start reading about it, you're like, you know what? I'm part of that. Yes, I was over here at this particular time when that was going down. That's what's happening. Yes, Africa is rising. It's rising, and it's scaring them. And everybody, well, let me do it this way. All of these nations that got their hands in it, that came over there and mistreated our brothers who came in, misused the land, are under judgment. It ain't just the West. You got the East too. You have the East. You have the you got people that's in Northern Africa that's going to be judged and moved out. Once that cleansing, and I don't know, brothers and sisters, whether that cleansing is taking place in heaven or not, but I'm going to say this. Once that cleansing in heaven take place, we follow suit. Whatever the Most High has done in the heavens, because there is a cleansing that's going to take place in heaven. There is a cleansing that's going to take place in all of Africa. Yah's land, per scripture. Oh, sister, yeah, they shake. Sister, let me tell you something. They doing more than shaking. Sister, they vibrating. They massaging their own bodies. That's how much they vibrating. This is real. This is real time. There's going to be a day, brothers and sisters. We're going to get up, or we go be about our business, and something is going to happen. It's going to change the whole demographics. It's going to change it. Now, I noticed though lately, a lot of brothers, including myself, we don't hop on these channels like we used to. Some may go a month without getting on it. But that was not the case with this awakening. I mean, brother was getting on here and boom. Now, every other day. Every other day. Why? We got to start, brothers and sisters, when you start to notice something and you know it's not, I ain't gonna say not right. We cannot allow ourselves to bow to a system wishes, and it's built upon the spirit. And I said that to myself, and I said it to myself. Now I was doing a whole lot of traveling from one city to another city, doing all these different sites and things, and it was at night. I hate night work. I hate it with a passion. I seriously believe that night work is not healthy. I seriously believe that we're supposed to work during the daytime and rest, regroup, and get revitalized while you sleeping. Because truthfully, let me back up because I'm going down a one-way street. There you go. Going back. I just hate night work with a passion. I do. I hate it with a passion. But at times you gotta do what you gotta do, and you work yourself away from that situation. That's my encouragement to any brothers or sisters. If you got a job, and I'm going down that one-way street again, I'm gonna eventually make a U-turn, brothers and sisters. And you don't like it. It is stressful. Work yourself away from that job. That's what you do. And I'll tell anybody. If you got a job, you're doing something, make sure that you love it. And teach your kids, hey, what do you think you want to do? Do you think you will love it? Do you think you would like it? Because that will cut a lot of the stress out of the picture. Now let me make my U-turn. Now going back to the actions of nations. It ain't, like I said, it's just not the United States. It's not. You got nations. But this, I don't want to touch that. They're under judgment too. Do you brothers and sisters remember what was that? Syria? They got hit with that earthquake, and then was it Turkey first or Syria? It was one of them. But I know both of those earthquakes was massive. Shalom, Brother Robert. Both of those earthquakes was massive. I think it was like 2 years ago. I think it was, if it's not 2 years ago, it's going on 2 years. Or may have been a year. I'm not for sure. I forgot. But the Most High said these things are going to happen. Now, if you want to talk about prophecies, we're hearing of wars, reports of wars, and we're seeing the anguish of nations. Are we not seeing that right down to this very day? We're seeing it right now. This is our time. These are the things that's supposed to happen before the gathering. This is what the scripture says. Yahushua said, when you see all of these things, your deliverance is near. Your deliverance from what? From captivity? Talk to me, brothers. Am I wrong? Shalom, Brother Earl. Am I wrong? He said your deliverance. Because he also spoke about how his people will be going into captivity. Oh, that was another one. That was right. Brother Avon, you're right. Morocco did too. Now, let me tell you something about Morocco. I went to Morocco. Morocco is a trip. It is. Arab ruled. Truthfully, the Spaniards. That's who they are. And if you know anything about Morocco, it's like a, what they say? I think they told me it's like a 2 or 3 hour boat ride to Spain. That's why you have a lot of our brothers and sisters trying to get there and cross on a boat to get over to Spain. Yes, Morocco. No, they practice slavery. They do. But hey, you got the help of a people to keep that off the media's channels. So now when I say brothers and sisters, they working hand in hand. No. They working hand in hand. There's going to be some judgment on the continent. It is. And if you old brothers and sisters ever know, I mean, man, please. I was there. Those people, I was at the airport and I was standing in line. And there was this little old short lady behind me. Arab lady. And she kept on huffing and puffing. Like I'm the one who's slowing up the line. And next to me on my right was a sister. She was there visiting or whatever. And so, and this lady kept on huffing and puffing. I'm turning my head, looking at her. I'm like, what is she huffing and puffing for? And the sister, she looked at me and she started laughing. She started giggling rather. And so we got closer up and everything. And the sister kind of made her way over to me. She said, brother, you just need to say one word and she will understand who you are. She don't know who you are. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Who am I? I'm like, what? I mean, girl, please. That's what my mentality was. And so she said, just say something and see what she gonna do. Because she was right up on me. She was like on the back of my head. I'm like, why is this woman, on me? So I turned around and said, look here, you got a problem? She heard my voice. And she stepped back. And so the sister, she just started cracking up. I said, what's going on? She said, these Moroccans, the Arab, they don't mess with African Americans. They know that we will swing on them in a minute. I was like, man, girl, she had me cracking up for a moment. She did. She said, because because the lady, when I say she backed up and she got her composure together. That's what she did. But they have that saying, they do not play with African Americans. The Africans, they disrespect them on a higher level that is unbelievable. And that's who I ran with. I was rolling with the Africans there. And they was talking about all what was going on there and everything. How, they get pulled over by the police. And how the police would literally hold them in traffic for over 2 hours. I was like, dude, are you for real? He said, yes. He said, they said it's unbelievable. And majority of the Africans there are from other lands. They come there so they can, try to take a boat across over into Spain, where our brothers and sisters are looking for a better life. But like I said, brothers, we had and we were bound to go through what we was going through. It happened. And it's happening. They make movies about it. But Sister Cynthia, my thing is this. The moment we are thoroughly woke and we realize who we are, and before this massive exodus, you just might see more brothers and sisters upon their own initiative getting out, going back to where they came from. And then the Most High go do what he's going to do for the remaining ones. That's going to be a world event. That will be a world event. And I seriously believe, Sister Cynthia, when that happens, you talking about they shaking in their boots, the whole world will be vibrating. I seriously believe that. The world is going to realize, wait, They're going to have to step back, recalculate, and feel that fear. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to feel that fear. They're going to see a people back on the continent. And the thing they're going to wait a minute. These people are back on that continent, which we have fought, lied, cheated, steal, manipulated, and they back on the continent. And then at the same time, hey, they're going to have to, if they want to sit right here and think about how they can destroy a people, they're going to have to understand the strong possibilities of what's about to happen to them. A very strong possibility. The possibility is going to be a reality, truthfully, because they're going to say, these people are going to what? They're going to rebuild all of Africa. That's what's going to happen. We can't go in there and get no lithium, no cobalt, no gold. Should we do good to get a handful of rice? Now, that's when that fear kicks in. That's when that fear kicks in. They go know the strong. They go know the strong possibilities. They already know who these people are. For the ignorant ones amongst them, they don't have the foggiest idea. The strength of a people that is of Yah. They got themselves in a very bad position. That's what they got themselves into. The book of Revelation speaks about them going into slavery. That's what the scriptures say. We talk about it here and there and everything, but yeah. But I seriously believe you go have some. Well, no. The scripture said it. The scripture said this. That you will have some. They're gonna say, "No, we're going with you, because you have the sins of everlasting life." We want to worship your Elohim, and you go see some willfully put themselves in servitude to a lot of brothers and sisters. Some of them, they're not going to go that way. Some of them will be forced into slavery. And they're going to work Israel nerves so bad till Israel will sell them to the Sabaean. That's scriptural, brothers and sisters. Don't get mad at me. That's in the scriptures. But the churches will not teach that. They will teach you about being obedient to your slave, but they're not going to sit. Oh, wait, truthfully, I'm just surprised that they let that scripture ride. Or it ain't them. I would more than likely it was the Most High. But this is what they're looking at. And then for the ones who that put themselves in that service, they already have a trust. This is the thing, brothers. They have a trust that they're not going to do wrong by me. They have laws that they got to follow that the Most High gave them. To which they are very correct. They are. They are correct. If that's their line of thinking, they are on point. They know they're not going to get misused. They know for a fact, ain't no brother going to be around there trying to buck break no man. Ain't no brother going to be around there or sister trying to sleep with the help. They know. They know these laws. But now the world, on the other hand, that's a totally different story. A totally different story. This is what? Now, what this world is walking and is staring down a barrel of. Either you can choose life in servitude, or you can continue to go in the same route you're going in. Second death, there's no resurrection from that. Off the top, there's no resurrection from that. Shalom, Sister Tracy. I'm glad you was able to make it in, sis. That's it. They have this opportunity. They have, excuse me. They have this opportunity. Sister, let me tell you something on that. Black churches, they are about to have a rude awakening. They are, since I think it's the churches, everybody's concerned about money. We are. And if the world is saying, and not the world, the West is saying that the dollar is about to die, so be it. If that's what it's going to take to wake his people up, so be it. If it's going to take the death of an image, so be it. We are way much more than money. Now, granted, Satan's system, yeah, he capitalized on it. He did. He capitalized on money. He did. And he pushed that into the world. So people will literally sell their souls for money. Sister Tracy. I always said this. In order for you to use money in the right way, you got to hate money. You got to hate it. You got to hate it. And respect it at the same time. But when you love money, shoot, money will make a fool out of you. Money will have you around here lying, cheating, and stealing. That's not money, but the love of the money. And this is the problem we have right down to this very day. You go in there and talk, you let money become no good. And it just might wake up a lot of these religious leaders. It might, sister. I'm not going to say it will. It might, because, well, if these preachers are that selfish, they will not even show up in church. I can't get no money. I ain't showing up. That like the pastor, one of these preachers told his people to lock the doors because he wanted to get so much money. That's bold. That is absolutely bold. Because I know man, please. Ooh, you gonna lock the door? Dude, do you know that's called kidnapping? If somebody got up out that church and walked to the door and they would refuse to let them out, do you know that's a lawsuit? Yeah, he won't even have enough money to take care of that lawsuit. These religious leaders have lost their everlasting mind. So some of the things they're doing, they're right here shaking it like it's hot. That's what they're doing. And they filming it. They filming it. You got the alphabet people walking up in church with a full-blown beard, lashes, makeup, and some heels in the church. Is this a trampling of a people? Now, mind you, brothers, what you see, the Most High sees a whole lot more. I'm serious. This is a woo. Now, brothers, truthfully, I will say this. I never thought in a million years that I would see churches like what they are today. Never thought about it. Never imagined it. I know, Sister Tracy. What I don't know what you call them. The people that be the person that right there be in front of the choir. When the choir is about to sing, I forgot what I mean, he tell them, he raise his hand up for them to stand up and all that. I forgot what they call it. But like you look at the movies, that person is always of the director. Oh, well, all right then. The director. If you look at movies and stuff, and then in reality, majority of them has always been of the alphabet. Has always been. And the church accepted. These are the things that's happening in and amongst Israel. That's what it is. Now, brothers and sisters, I know the scripture speaks about a great falling away. And right now, I can see that I could take it in two ways. But I'm looking at it more so of a false religion way. And the Most High said I got to go back and look it over again. But it spoke about the great falling away. I'm thinking that is of a false religion. Christendom, Islam, you name it. If we in it, it seems like one day we're going to fall out of it. That's just my understanding of it. Because when it says a great falling away, dadgummit, hold on just for a moment. Hold on. All righty. Call you right back. A great falling away. Now, oh, wait a minute. Boom. There you go. Now I could be wrong, brothers and sisters. I could be looking at the scripture wrong, but I'm thinking because I'm looking at the fact that hold on. I was looking at it like this because this awakening, it's not that we all are woke. Because if we was woke, trust and believe, we'll be woke. South America, all of the European lands, and all of Africa, all four corners of the earth, we will be woke. Now, if we was woke all at one time, I can see a great falling away then, but we're not. But the fact that we are all in other types of religion, and with this awakening, if the Most High chooses to do it this way, this is just, I'm saying this is the Most High if he chooses, that one day we wake up, all of us, and the only people that can hear that voice or have that awakening is going to be of Israel. The world is going to be absolutely separated. When you look over, you at work, let's just say hypothetically, it's in a, on this side of the earth, it's during the daytime when people is at work, right? The Most High has put that spirit in your head and you're hearing something. Hey, wait a minute. And then you look over at another black person, you be like, and it's like y'all can, it's like you know something. You have a conversation that's going on inside of your head. Hey, did you hear that? Yeah, he said so and so, so and so. And he, boom. Now there go communication. Now you have this brother. Yeah, did you hear that? Now you go talk to somebody else and they say, hear what? They haven't heard it. So now the more you start talking, you go start to understand now. All right, only a certain people heard this voice. Now, as time go on, I ain't gonna say days go by. Let's just say days. They start to understand it. They start to understand it, rather. That, hey, this is that calling to wake up. Now, the world get a sniff of, hey, these Negroes, it seems that they're saying that the Most High spoke to them. You go, brothers, you think that that's not going to hit the news? You think that's not going to be on the internet? That's going to be global. I'm just saying, if it happens that way. Now, if it do happen that way, and now all of our people, we know who we are. We know the Most High said these words. We know who we are. So now, the world get a understand. Now, the ones that do know of the world, that what these black people may be saying, these so-called black people, those ones, they're going, oh shucks. They gonna be dancing to a different tune. They got the Most High spoke to them. Now we really gotta move now. Now they gotta move. The rest of the world, But this is that what if? And so now I will say this. Yes, when the Most High calls you, you wake up, you step out. When I say you wake up and you step out of that false religion. You know, oh, wait a minute, this has been wrong. Now the Most High doesn't talk to you. It'll let you know. Now you, Brother Avon, Sister Tracy, Sister Van P, Sister Cynthia. Now you all, this awakening, you read the scripture, you read it, you come to understand, you learned about it. The Most High woke you up in a different way. But them, he got to be blatant. With the rest of the people, he got to be blatant. He got to be blunt. For the vast majority of Israel, even when our forefathers came out of Egypt, they was taught law by Moses, the elders. They did not read books. The elders read the rules, the commandments, all that to the brothers and sisters. The same thing is happening right down to this very day. What? How many of y'all was in church that y'all literally sat down and read the Bible? Or was the Bible told to you? The preacher found one scripture, he'll preach on that one scripture for 2 hours. 2 hours. All they got to do is make it dramatic. Jump up, shout, tap dance. What good night. He could have broke down and did a moonwalk. That's it. So now, my point of saying it is that this great falling away, brothers, I'm seeing that from a false religion way. Because the Most High did say this. Now, he said that we was going to, fall to worshiping wood and stone. Hey, we did it. We lost our culture. But if you really want to shock a people, a nation, on both sides, I'm talking about Gentiles as well as Israel, wake Israel up. They gonna be shocked. Well, both sides gonna be shocked. Both sides. The family members that call you crazy and all that stuff, yeah, they gonna be shocked too. They gonna be shocked, as well as the Gentiles. And now they are going to see, I ain't gonna say see. They're gonna have the opportunity to make that change. And I seriously, truthfully, with that free will, they're gonna have to make a choice. The Most High don't force nobody to do anything. If you're concerned about your life and you're looking at the Most High, no, you go choose life. Most High is life. Outside of Him is death. You're not going to manipulate Him to make Him give you life and you live a certain way. It ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But that's my falling away understanding, because like I said, the Most High love Israel. He does. He has a desire for no one to be destroyed. No one. But some individuals are going to choose their flesh and thinking that they can supersede or override the Most High. And that's just not going to be the case. It's not. It's not going to be the case. They're literally going to fool themselves into a destruction mode. We have that opportunity right as we speak right now. Now, how the Most High is going to wake the rest of the Israel up, that remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. This great falling away, that remains to be seen too. Because my thing is this: how can you fall away from something that you don't have no knowledge of? If you don't have the knowledge of who you are, where you're really coming from, and the lies that you've been told, how can you fall away from something that you know nothing of? You got to know something of your previous life in order for you to fall away from something. And that's my reasoning when it comes to the great falling away. And I seriously believe that great falling away is going to be us, or our people coming from false religion. And if you want to talk about the death of a dollar, that right there would be the death of a dollar. That's what, yeah, it would. I mean, what? If that's awakening, if it's fear, if the awakening is just built upon fear, that fear is going to cause Israel to put up a front. It's going to cause Israel to put up a front. And that fear, I'm not going to celebrate Christmas no more. I'm not going to celebrate the 4th of July. I'm not going to celebrate none of these holidays. They're going to be doing it out of fear because they're going to understand something holy has just happened. A holy conversation has just happened. A holy awakening has just happened. But once that fear, let me say, the dust have settled, they're going to go right back to their old ways. That's what they're going to do. But in the onset, nah. That fear is going to kick in. It's going to kick in. I mean, just like with some of you brothers and sisters. Some of you heard the voice of the Most High speaking with you, and you took action. That's what you did. You took action. You woke up and you took it and you ran with it. The same thing is going to happen. We Israel. And we have one creator. And that's been the history of Israel from day one. Well, we always walked in front of the Most High with other gods. And that's another history that Israel has. But now, here we are steps away from, we go out to say a massive awakening. We just, like I said, we're just not talking about the United States. We're just not talking about South America. We're talking about global. A global awakening of his people. That has never happened in all of Israelite history. Never happened. The first ever in Israelite history. This awakening. And we're talking about not just Judah. We're talking about all 12 tribes. All 12. That's going to be massive. It's going to be holy. And it's going to be set apart. That's what it's going to be. These are the things, brothers and sisters, we can look at, hope for. Because eventually, one day, we won't be just talking about it. We're going to be living in it. We will be living in it, in and amongst it. Because we have the wilderness that we're going to go through. There's going to be a weeding out. Like I said, brothers, on the onset, people, we're going to be shocked. Some going to be scared. Some going to be out of fear. They're going to get holy out of fear. Wholly out of fear. They go read the Bible. But then, like I said, once that dust settled and they get back into complacency, they go start to show their flesh. That flesh is going to, it's going to show itself. If you want to see a destruction of the flesh, let the Most High speak to you and wake you up. Wake Israel up. Please, that spirit gonna be alive and kicking. That spirit gonna be alive and kicking. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, it is. Hey, brother Earl. It's a lot of brothers and sisters trying to do. Looking forward to that. A lot of brothers and sisters knows. They know the implications of a people leaving countries and going back to one land. They know what they can do. That's the thing that's fearing the world. That's the thing that's fearing the world. The compassy. I tell you, it's That's what a lot of brothers and sisters are looking at. The mature ones. The ones who still looking at talk about, oh, ain't nothing in Africa. Yeah, they still kind of I ain't gonna say lost, but the entertaining thing that's not truthful. They're not. My cousin was asking me, man, I mean, what did they got any buildings over there and things of that nature? I'm like, bro, you got the internet. Royal priesthood, shalom, sis. I'm glad you make it in today, sis. Everything's going pretty good, sis. I cannot complain. And if I did complain, I don't even listen to my own self, sis. I don't. But everything is okay. Can't complain. But this is what we have, brothers, in front of us. Strong. Well, I gotta say strong possibility, because we still got to go through. Like I said, we got to go through the wilderness. We do. We got to go through it. There's going to be a weeding out of Israel. There's going to be a weeding out. The Most High knows exactly who he's dealing with. He knows exactly. He told Moses, said, who these people? A stiff-necked people. Hey, that's Israel. A complicated people. What did not Moses? Aaron. When Aaron made that image, the golden calf, and he told Moses, he said, you know these people are, they bound to do evil. That's what he said. Well, you know what, brother? And you know what, Brother Earl? And they got people over here believing that. As much as you have all of this information age, all you got to do is type something in. What do Africa look like? Boom, bam. It's going to show you the city, and it's going to show you the outskirts. Easy information to get. But some people, brother, when it's all over, they like being dumb. It's like they think it's a gift. And for those well, I would say this, brothers. We, Israel, only thing you can do right now is continue to encourage brothers and the ones who may be thinking ill of Africa, because you got the Gentile that they can tell a lie. They can tell a lie and make that lie look so good and clean. They're the only people that can tell a lie and make a lie look good. They're the only people that got that gift. They got that gift. And then at the same time, you got these Gentiles who taught biblical lies. You getting a lie from a biblical standpoint. You getting a lie from a standpoint of greed. You getting a lie to, hey, they say you ain't worth a dime. You got lies. If you're standing in the middle of a room, Israel, you getting lied to from all sides. North, northeast, south, southeast, southwest. You name a direction, you getting lied in all directions. That's what's going on. You know what, Sister Tracy? That's that illusion. Because see, they can have the houses, the cars, and they can have a few dollars in their pocket. And our forefathers did the same thing. But one thing they didn't calculate this in: sickness and death. They were just talking about all the good things. Let's go back to Egypt, get us some onions and some leeks. Let's talk about this stuff. That whip on head, they're just hitting you in the back, lighting up your back. They just want to speak about the good thing. They think that they're getting or got, but they don't want to talk about the downside of it. See, yeah, I mean, it's like they fooling themselves, Sister Tracy. They are literally fooling themselves. Man, go out there and get you a truck and put some rims on it. So be it. You still gonna get pulled over, and you just might get hemmed up. But they don't want to capitalize on that. But it's a strong possibility. Our forefathers did the same thing. They want to go back to Egypt, and they was talking about all the positive things about Egypt, but they didn't mention nothing about all that turmoil that they was going through. Hold on for a minute, brother. Let me do it this way. Boom. There you go. My brothers and sisters and all of my other relatives, wake up, brother. Brother Earl. I think it's going to happen. But if you look at Luke chapter 21 and Matthew 24, and I think before that happens, some of them are going to hem us up. Some of our family members are going to hem us up, according to Scripture. According to Scripture, they're supposed to, like, hand you over to the authorities. And the Scripture says some of you gonna be put to death. Some of you gonna be held before governors and things. And Yahushua went on to say, hey, don't practice what you're going to say. It's because when you get to that time, the Holy Spirit is going to speak. So, I mean, I'm saying this, brother Earl. I think we're gonna go through some trials and tribulation before that happens. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Because right now, if you want to get into a heated argument, talk about religion, talk about Bible, talk about understanding the Scriptures. That's what I have seen. It got to a point where I pick and choose who I talk to. I knew one brother, he's Hebrew. You know, he told me he Hebrew. And I'm gonna tell you what he did though. So when he first woke up, he was calling me and everything, and I was talking to him and all that. So I mean, and he was listening to a lot of Truth Unedited and all that. Then he started listening to some other brother. I don't know who he is, but this brother says that Yahushua never lived. He's not the Most High Son. And all this. So I was like, brother, I said, well, let me post something to you. And then he goes to say he went into some scriptures and all that. And I was like, hold on, brother. But he was hollering and yelling and all that. And I'm like, bro, why are you doing all this yelling? I mean, and he was raised Jehovah's Witnesses. He was raised Jehovah's Witnesses. We both grew up together in the same congregation. And I like, bruh, check your spirit. Why are you getting upset about this? No, I'm just saying so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. I like, well, bruh, they saying that, what did he say? He was saying that it was something about Mary. And I'm like, bruh, they saying God got her pregnant. I'm like, dude, are you for real? I said, why do he said this? Why do the Most High have to use his Holy Spirit to get her pregnant? I'm like, but dag nabbit, brother. I'm like, hold on, man. And I'm like, are you for real? Seriously, are you for real? I said, his Holy Spirit can do anything the Most High deemed necessary that he wants to be done. You living? I'm living because of my mom and my father. I like, what do you think they came from? So, I took them all the way back to Adam. I like, well, bro, where do you think he came from? And so this brother on YouTube, he listened to him and things of that nature. And I'm like, bruh, it does not take all of that to have a conversation. It does not. And so, and his brother said, no, man, he get hyper and all that stuff and everything. And I was like, dude, no, I mean, me, myself, brother, this is just me. I don't think I need to argue about no scriptures. We can talk, we can reason. That's what we can do. Outside of that, yelling, and some of these brothers ready to fight. I seen a debate where the other brother was calling him an MF and everything. It ain't that, brothers. To get that deep, to get that angry over scriptures and understanding, no. When I tell you, when you start speaking about the Bible nowadays, brothers and sisters, the devil is in the mix too. The devil is always going to be there because he know, all right, this brother's woke. I need to hop into this conversation. Now, me, Brother Earl, Sister Tracy, yeah, we can sit down, we can have a conversation. The devil, no. He's not trying to be into that conversation because no, he looking for a conversation that's going to be with one who's not woke. The only thing he can do is play whatever games he go play within that group of believing Israel. If you got another non-believing Israelite, he's going to be in that mix. That's what he's going to do. And he's been active in that. He's been quite active in that arena. That's what he has been. And he's still doing it right down to this very day. Because you individuals is messing with his life. Matter of fact, you speeding up his termination. That's what's happening. We're up under his nose and we woke. We are up under his nose and we woke. The Most High woke us up. This is detrimental to the devil and his demons. This is what this is about. I tell you, brothers, these last days, they're nothing that we want to be that we want to be playing with. This is one thing we should not be doing. These days are days of meting out justice. That's what these days are about, right as we speak. Because the day is going to come. This day is going to come. Well, this conversation will be past tense. It will be past tense. We're going to be talking about, do you remember? That's what it's going to be. It's going to be that day. It's going to be a past tense. The thing is, we just got to remain loyal to the Most High. We got to continue to put up that fight. this fight and other fights that are coming, whether it's foreign or domestic, you're going to hop in. You're going to be part of a fight, whether you will be part of the fight. That's one thing we're going to be. You're going to get hit with distractions, left, right. You name the direction, it's coming. It's here. These days they real. They are literally real. Let us, brothers and sisters, in closing, let us continue to pray for one another, encourage one another. We have some situation in front of us. We do. And we got to continue to pray for one another. We got to continue to put up a fight. I'm telling you, Brother Dave, shalom, brother. We got to put up that fight. We got to continue to do it. Brothers and sisters, all we did was suffered. 400 years, we have our forefathers and things. We read about the history of our forefathers. We do. And we still suffering right down to this very day. Brothers hanging from trees. The authorities say, hey, suicide. We don't believe. We do not believe. We hear the history of our forefathers being laid on railroad tracks. They say he committed suicide. So what the Gentiles speak today, they thinking they go hold law. There's the greatest of law. The greatest of a lawgiver is going to be the Most High. He is the one who's going to rectify all matters. You're right, Brother Avon. You're right. The fruitage of the Spirit. That's what we should be having and maintaining. Right on up to this gathering, to this deliverance. And this is what we're looking for. This is the thing that comes before Armageddon. It's this deliverance. That's what we want. That's what we desire. You're talking about a nation of people that want to be separated. It's us. The world is looking at us like we idiots. You wants to be separated from who? No, we came a long ways from that. We voted to get all what we got to this day. Hey, that's gonna lead back to what was that, Sister Tracy? That's gonna lead back to that conversation. There's some people that don't want to leave here. They think just because they voted and they got some like law, they thinking they got it made. And that law is only helping you to a certain degree. The same thing our forefather was talking about when coming out of Egypt is the same thing we dealing with right down to this very day. You got some who don't want to leave. Can you imagine you talking to somebody, you letting them know, hey man, you of Israel, and they liking everything they hearing. They're going to find, oh man, I believe that. Yeah, I can see the struggle. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, and then the Most High said he's going to gather us together and put it back in our land. Wait a minute, hold on, what you say? What land? Yeah, we're going to leave the United States. We're going back to our land, where we came from. Oh no, I ain't trying to leave here. No, man, I got it good here. Why I got to go back to Africa? Yeah, but they love the fact that they Israel. But the moment you talking about leaving some type of so-called luxury, oh yeah, they start to show their flesh then. Brothers and sisters, the same thing is happening right down to this very day. Some ain't even left, and they have a desire to stay. And some will only recognize themselves as, I'm just an American. I'm not no African. I'm just an American. Whoo, brothers and sisters. This is the reason why the Most High said we must go through the wilderness. The Most High don't want nobody to be in his kingdom that do not want to be in the kingdom. They want the kingdom, but they want to do what they want to do. We got to go through this wilderness. This is the reason why he said it. Now we come to understand this a whole lot more. All we got to do is listen to some of our brothers and sisters. That's all we have to do. They want what they flesh want. It's like as if they do not see the big picture. And there's a big picture, brothers and sisters. It is an extremely large picture. But the fact that they have dim eyes, they cannot see the true light. They cannot see it. You gotta want the Most High, his rules, his regulations, in order for you to benefit all of it. You got to want it. That's gonna be mandatory of what you want. When you want it, guess what you do? You having kids, you make sure your kids are engrossed in those laws. They don't go to school just to get some little education of the nation. No, you get educated from this nation. That's what we do. There's no need for you to know, George Washington. There's no need for you to know his history. There's no need for my child to know his history. None of Israel. These are the things that's scaring the nation because they know there's going to be a teaching, all right, and it's going to be global eventually. And it's going to be the teaching of Israel, and that's going to be global. That's going to be global. Hold on. Let me see this. Sister Cynthia. Jokes about it. In trenches, I'm saying, I'm going to have a good one day. They laughing now, sister. They laughing. Sister Cynthia. Like I said, what drove Israel out? What drove Israel out of Egypt? What really drove them out of Egypt? What made them cry out to the Most High? That the Most High, all right, communicated with with Moses. He said, I heard the cries of my people. He heard the cries of his people. They're being mistreated. They're being whipped. He heard the cries. And so now the Most High sent, he sent his messenger, Moses. Sent Moses to do, and Moses went out there to speak before Pharaoh. That's what he did. See, they can laugh all they want. It's going to get hard here. It's going to be unbearable. It is. And they're already showing, hey, in order for them to bring in a beast system, in order for them to bring in a beast system, what's one thing that got to come before the beast system come in? It ain't gonna be no peaches and creams. This Satan's doing. The Most High created man and everything was done in peace. Satan does things opposite of the Most High. He brings in turmoil, killing. This is what he brings in. And so, brothers, he got to bring that in like that. He got to come in that way. He got to. Persecution. Keep on going with it. And so, in order for us, this, and the thing about it is this, brothers, it just ain't gonna be here in the United States. That torture, that persecution, that turmoil will be global, all upon Judah. All upon Judah. It ain't just the United States that's gonna be crying out to the Most High. All of Judah is going to be crying out to the Most High. We are least of all people, still is. Whether you want to believe that we are the majority, brothers and sisters, the Most High, he's not a liar. He's not a liar. We are least of all nations. This is going to happen globally. We started to wake up. So now, brothers and sisters, truthfully, when this awakening, the Most High said this, I'm going to speed it up in his own due time. Oh, brothers, you think it's just the United States that's going to be woke? No, you're going to have those no black Mexicans, the brothers and sisters in Belize, all over the world. We all going to have one thing in common. Pain. We all going to have that pain. We all going to share that struggle. That's what we're going to have. In order for us, because the scriptures do say we're going to come out crying. I mean, what are we crying for? But now, don't get me wrong now. Some may be crying because they heard the most High. Some gonna be fearful and crying. I don't know, but hey, it said it's been granted to the devil to wear out the saints. It's been granted to him to do just this, wear us out. And whatever they trying to do and what they conniving to do, brothers. They say by the year 2050 that income amongst African Americans is supposed to be zero. That's what they're saying. Come on, brothers. This is what this real world of Satan is talking about. And should we not be real? Should we not be taking these things to heart? If you like who was that? Brother Earl saying he wanted to leave. Brother, I say this to anyone. Put yourself in a position. You reach out to the Most High. You keep praying to the Most High and doing what you need to do to put yourself in a position to do just that. Yes, this place is a dangerous place. It is. It is. Very dangerous. But it ain't gonna be just here. This is going to be global. It's going to be dangerous for Judah globally. More so in other lands, I would think so. I'm not going to say it's going to be peaches and creams in Africa, but I don't think your trouble is going to be as much as it is in a nation that you do not belong. That's what we have in front of us, brothers and sisters. That's my encouragement. To keep your light burning bright. Don't fall into this gloom. Because that's all it is. When it's gloom, you go wake up, it's still going to be dark. You have the ability to lighten up your mind. You have the ability to light up your heart. That's what we have. We got next. One day we're going to say, we got it. And that's what we're going to be about. We're going to be like, we got it. And you got to change your name. We got next. Because that's going to eventually, that's going to be past tense. Yeah, I'm telling you. We're going to be saying, we got it. We made it. You know, this is what we have in front of us. Don't let us tire our brothers. And it's going to sickness is going to be here. And we're going to have all these things that's going to come upon us. We got to keep it moving. Trust and believe, brothers and sisters. We was built for this. Nothing ever came easy for us. And it was not meant for it to be easy for us. It was not meant for us, for it to be easy for us. Understand that. I'm telling you. I tell you. Wait a minute. Hold on, brother. Brother, we got next. What's this about? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, brother. What just happened on with the Russian, just like Pearl Harbor? What do you mean, brother? We got next. Something went down. Talk to me, brother. Man, I know they. You know, look here, bro. They've been going back and forth on some stuff, man. I tell you, I don't know. They've been dancing around, dancing in the middle of the street with the devil when it comes to this World War thing and Russia and all that, man. And I say, you know what? Once they get that popping, give me a minute. Look into the. Wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Give me a minute. Looks like the bomb Russia Navy port. Dadgummit. Okay. Man, they turning it up. All right. See, this is what I'm talking about, brothers. See, these incidents, or I ain't gonna call them no incidents. These things here, this is what's supposed to happen. This is what's supposed to happen. And then, along with all of this fighting, they're gonna manage to get on our nerve. They're gonna manage to get on our nerve. Oh, yes. I hope I have things together, heating up the fire. That's what they're doing, brother. That's what they're doing. And at the same time, they're going to manage to wear the saints out. But the Most High said this, Israel. For those that can make room for it, you make room for it. When you starting to see all these things, he said, flee. Flee to safety. Wherever you think safety is at, brothers and sisters, so be it. Find you a safe place. Oh, they bombed Russian nuclear. Oh. Is this a man? They keep on poking the bear. They keep on poking the bear. Now, you know what? I seen yeah, I just lost my thought just that quick. Yeah, they bombed Russian nuclear bomb. All right, cool. But yeah, like I said, they poking the bear. Now I seen those bombs in action. Those are hypersonics. And like the world said, they said United States is out. They said they outgunned. They outgunned. Ukraine bomb deep inside Russia, hitting the nuke. Oh, they went deep inside. They not dealing with the outskirts no more, huh? That was a bold move. That's a bold move. Oh boy. Yeah. Now, mm, this is what I'm talking about, brothers. This these incidents. That's all they know. That's all they know. It's all about talking about war, chaos, destruction. That's all there. And then overtaking, laying down lies on top of it. This is what these nations are all about. And they all up under the skirt of the United States. They're inside his drawers. That's how bad it is. This was happening. Brothers, with this stuff, and when I tell you that they talking about, when the Most High talk about food shortage and all that stuff, this right here is going to bring it in a lot deeper. If you can make room for it, brothers and sisters, go ahead and flee. Put yourself in a better situation. Yes, it's going to get to the point where money is no good. Survival is going to be the thing that you're going to have to contend with. That's what it's going to be about. It's going to be about survival, and it's fastly approaching that scenario. Yeah, you're going to be sitting up in a house with no electricity. So we got accustomed to this world. This is what we did. We got accustomed to it. We got the electrical, the water, the gas, the cooking gas. Brothers and sisters, have you ever thought about cooking outside? And if you cook outside, you got to watch it, because trust and believe, hunger is going to be there. Hunger is going to be there. You talking about somebody, you don't find nobody breaking in nobody's house stealing food. They trying to find the TV, the jewelry, computers, the phone, the tablets. But eventually, it's going to be food. And that's like right around the corner. That's like around the corner. Now, when I was in Africa, I could walk down the street and grab a whole two of mango, peel it, eat it, move on about my business. Hanging from trees. Now, who was that? Sister, who was that? Sister Tracy? Or was that Sister? No, Sister Cynthia. Talking about the family laughing? Oh, no. See, they laugh. Yeah. We can't walk down the street and find a fruit tree where you can just walk up, grab, and keep it moving. Especially if you live in a city. Their laughter, Sister Cynthia, it's gonna come back up on them. And especially when their stomach start growling and got that baseline punch to it. See, yeah. They could talk about ain't nothing in Africa. Oh, yeah, keep talking that dumb stuff. Reality is going to show you something. I seen a sister one time in Africa. Y'all may think I'm joking. The sister, she has, I think she got 3 kids. The sister came in and wanted to get something. She said, I need some so-and-so. All right, okay. She went in the backyard, got some wood. Dried out wood. I mean, big pieces of wood. She went there and broke the stuff up. Year round, sister. Year round. All Sister Patia, year round. That's period. But this sister, she took the wood, went back, sat in the front of her house, and fish, and I'm gonna say rice. That's what she fed her family. So now we may go there and visit. We looking at, man, that's very primitive. Yeah, you keep thinking, brothers and sisters, we're about to get into that. We're about to go down that road. No, don't look down at it. Don't laugh. Because one thing about it, reality is about to show us something. That's what's about to happen. Yeah, you can go out and barbecue and all that stuff. It ain't like we like that, but when it's an everyday thing, yeah, it's about to be real. It's about to be real. Now we don't know how this incident with this bombing of Russia in Russia, we don't know how this is going to turn things about. We don't, but it's going to do something. It's going to do something, and it's going to push us to a whole different. Brothers, I went to Walmart yesterday. Two bags. When the woman told me $83, I was like, well, hold on, wait a minute. $83 for 2 bags, and they wasn't even full. Neither one of them. You want to talk about tariffs? Brothers, please. And my prayers go out to you sisters that got kids, single sisters with kids. Be about your business. Be about your business. If you can do without, do without it. The world told us we need everything in the world. We don't need it. Be real about your living situation. This is what's happening. And it's about to go a lot deeper. This is my encouragement. Don't let this world fool you. Just because you may see people out here still riding on rims and all that. Yeah. Those are broke ones that still want to be seen. Those are broke ones. They want to be seen because they're trying to get that attention from somebody. But those are ones that ain't got no money in their pocket. $160 for 5 bags and a case of water. Who, sis? Let me tell you something. We got next. Let me tell you something. Making me want to go. I mean, it ain't gonna make me. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a filtration system. But truthfully, I'm looking into doing a well in the back of my yard. Because if I can get rid of this house, because I'm gonna have a well dug and things, and it's gonna be. I'm going to advertise it to these. What do they call these? Homesteaders. And they see you got a well, and I'm going to start building some raised gardens. They start seeing all this stuff, and I'm gonna put that stuff for sale. I'm just trying to sell it. That's all I'm trying to do and get up out of here. I got things I got to do. That's my selling mechanism. It's to do these things and to get up out of here. I understand what's about to happen. I do. I see it. And I see it's a danger for me. That's how I'm looking at it. And man, please, especially you're in the city. You are in a city. If you ever paid attention to it, brothers and sisters, when COVID hit, New York, Chicago, downtown areas was empty. Why? All the rich people knew to get up out of the city, and they got out of it too. They got out. And the sad thing about it, they try to make this thing like people was moving back into the city. Nah, that's a lie. Those buildings was so empty, it wasn't even funny. Back in the days, you couldn't hardly park in downtown Chicago. The trouble started back then, and it's still going forward. It's still going forward. These last days in which we're living in, brothers, they real. All they got to do is tip the scale for the WW3. That's all they got to do. Tip it, you ain't going to mop it up. That's going to be all she wrote. They want to bring in this new world system. And if it's going to take World War III to do it, so be it. So be it. Because now, what? Is this going to be the road for all nations to go back home? Strong possibility. Strong possibility. But the problem I'm seeing, brothers, right now is this here. We are still in need. That's dangerous. That is absolutely very dangerous. We, although being in captivity, we are still in need. That's a danger. That is very dangerous for us. Brothers, sisters, if time can allow you to stay where you at, so be it. But while you there, get you a bucket of something. Start doing you some soil. Or whatever. Go in your yard, get some soil. Start building that soil up. Make it healthy. It's on now. It is absolutely on. Shalom, Sister Kathy. You know, you sisters with kids, be about your business, sisters. You got to feed those kids. If you can't get help from nobody else, I know. Get you some buckets or whatever. Start playing. When you in there cooking and you got a bell pepper and you got a piece of onion, don't throw it away. Do not throw it away. Let that onion sit in some water. Let those the roots grow long. And then stick it in some soil. You got a bag of beans? Take you 10 beans out of it. 10. Let it sit in some water for a couple of days, and then you may see a sprout on it. Listen to me, sisters. And it's going to sprout. When it starts sprouting, take it, put it in some soil. You ain't got to bury it deep. Put it in some soil, clean that spot, and let it grow. Wait a minute, you can do cabbage that way? I didn't know you can do cabbage that way. Sisters, brothers, do it. Who do you think they're going to hurt first? The world. Food shortage is going to hurt who first? City dwellers. Who live in the city mostly? We do. We live there. Come on, brothers. Brothers, if you think I'm joking, take you I ain't gonna say a handful. Take you a little small cup of rice. A little small cup of, and listen, you can never drown rice out. You can never overwater rice. It sucks it up like it's a sponge. Leave some rice in a cup with some water. You're gonna see that rice starting to sprout. If you have a big enough land, brothers, put it out there. Put it out there. All the Most High want to see is an effort. If he deemed it necessary for this rice to grow in the wintertime, trust and believe he gonna deem it he gonna make it happen. Or he gonna show you a way. Hey, this is how you manipulate the weather with this type of construction. If you, brothers and sisters, got a a plastic tub, a big one that can hold fish. And I'm not talking about no catfish either now. Tilapia. I wouldn't say catfish because some, I mean, I ain't gonna say that. You don't want to tempt yourself, put it that way. Because they bottom feeder. The old fish water is good fertilizer. And when you can when you're running the old water out, no, you let that water out over your plants. That's your fertilizer you giving the plants. You ain't got to buy fertilizer because you got the fish water. That was the whole. That's the reason why I said I'm gonna have the well dug, have the fish tank, and have a tube going to these raised beds. I'm trying to cut costs, and they ain't even started the cost yet. We got to do that, Sister Kathy. You're right. We're gonna have to start doing it. Garlic, everything, brothers and sisters. We got to start getting into this stuff. You keep on hearing about these people pushing the buttons with World War II. This country's upset at this country. That country's up. Hey, did not Yahushua say this stuff was going to be happening? What we gonna do? Just stand there like a knot on the log? Hey, wait for it to come. Oh, wait a minute. They got it started now. Oh, let me go get me some tomatoes and get the seeds out of them. Let me start planting. Brothers and sisters, don't wait. No, we ain't trying to be that ignorant. No. No, it's not. We have to start putting things together, brothers. Now, I know when I speak about these things, beans and stuff. No, that stuff is real. If you got beans in there, brothers and sisters, I mean, what? Take them and then take a few of them out. Put them in the ground. Let them go ahead and grow. Do some things. They're going to sprout. And just by you doing that, you just may save your whole family life and feed many. Feed many. I mean, I tell you, brothers, it'll turn into like a vine. That's what it will turn into. Beans just growing all everywhere. You prepare for war during time of peace. There you go. And they knocking at the door with the war. They keep on poking the bear. This is the thing. We should not wait till the door is wide open. We shouldn't. Brother, like I said, you take a thing of rice, put it in some water, let it sit there. Now, mind you, you know that rice ain't gonna grow back like white rice. It's going to go to its original color, brown. I tell you, we got to get these things, brothers and sisters, and put them in place. And for some of you brothers and sisters, you know the realism of what you need to do. And some of you are doing it. And it may be you, brothers and sisters, who are going to feed other brothers and sisters. Mothers, have you ever had a child sit there and cry because they're hungry? Don't let this world continue to fool you. The government will not be there to pass out food. Trust and believe, they're going to have a lockdown. No, we can't be lazy, Sister Kathy. You're right. We can't be lazy. But that's what they got us in now. They got us in this mode of thinking that, hey, everything's going to be okay. Not this time. 2019 showed that. 2019 showed that. FEMA camps. There you go, Brother Dave. And then if you go to a FEMA camp, yes, you best be on please, you best be praying before you open up your mouth to take anything. I don't care if it's to take a breath inside that little FEMA thing. On top of the, did they not tell us, brothers, that they're making meat? Oh, they're making meat. We can pass this meat out to the, we'll get a contract with the government. We'll sell the government this meat we're making. You know, mind you, they already budgeted with the government. I'm telling you how this stuff is going to play out, brothers. You thinking you eating a burger. I don't know what you eating or what kind of chemicals. But we will know that the Most High didn't create it. Don't put the brothers and sisters. This stuff is real. It will never be normal again. Those days are gone. That FEMA camp, brothers and sisters, that's the one that's going to, I hope and pray that brothers and sisters don't end up in FEMA camps. I really, truly do. I hope that you all do not end up that we do not end up in no FEMA camps. But when you get hungry, and especially you got kids, wow, that's going to be heart-wrenching. It's going to be heart-wrenching. You want to talk about trust in the Most High, brothers and sisters? This is that time. When you say you go trust him, put things in action and let him bless it also. I mean, I'm with you, Sister Kathy. I'd rather live on the street than me dealing with the FEMA camps. That's just me, brothers. That's just me. Because now, your protection, government protection. Can you leave out? I doubt it. It's like you walking into captivity all over again. But when you hope in the Most High and you do things according to knowledge, that's what the Most High bless you. That's where he bless you, brothers. This is my encouragement, brothers. Talk with these other brothers and sisters out here. Oh, man, I forgot to call this brother. Thoroughly forgot. Hold on just for a moment. Hold on. Oh, I did the wrong thing. I hung the brother up. Man, ain't that about a trip? Let me hold on. Let me text him. Let me see. Hold on. But brothers and sisters, this is my encouragement. The world is fooling the world of people, making them believe that everything is all okay. Okay, people getting up, going back and forth to work, still going to the grocery store, still spending money, going out to eat. They're still doing all of these things. They are. But the shell shock of people is when things happen instantly. We're at that moment. We are at that moment. You got a government making all these plans as to what they want to do. This is not going to be peaches and creams. It's not. This is going to be so real. The tribulation that's about to happen to this world, brothers, we went through it already. Now, when the reports that happened to our people, when they got caught up in Jerusalem, the mother did not share the afterbirth when she had a baby. She did not share it. She ate it as food. She didn't share it with the family. Got greedy. She ate all the afterbirth, all by herself. Afterbirth. Yeah, I know with some of you brothers and sisters, you could say, now you're going too far. That's far-fetched. No, it's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched. That's reality. This stuff is real. Now, if you don't want to take it as this is something I need to be paying attention to, so be it. That's your business. You're a grown man, woman, child, or whatever it may be. If you ever thought about losing weight, the world is about to help you out. If you ever thought of saying you wanted to be slim and trim, the world is going to help you out. The scriptures already say it's going to be food shortage. Yes, Sister Royal Priesthood. If I did not think I'd be accountable to the Most High. It's going to happen. The Most High has those scriptures, brothers and sisters, again. Those warnings, prophecies was written for who? Israel. Israel first and foremost. And he's telling you what the nations are going to do. He told us. Don't get me wrong. We got accustomed to some things. We did. We got accustomed to some things. Now it's time for us to start believing and putting into action of what the Most High says is going to happen. All right, it's going to be food shortage. All right, you're going to hear reports of wars. You will hear about wars, and you will hear reports of wars. See that you are not terrified, but the end is not yet. The end. Now that's Yahushua said that plainly. The end is not yet. Then he went on. And he went on and he said this other words. But when you go here, went on and talk about, hey, brothers are going to betray one another. The lawlessness is going to increase and all of this here. And he went on, he said, when you take note of all of these things, know that your deliverance is getting near. Now, the first one was the end. That was the end of, you talk about Armageddon. He said the end is not yet. But then he went on down some scriptures later and said, oh, when you see these things, know that your deliverance is near. Deliverance from what? Captivity. Then he said he's going to put out a call to his angels to gather his people that he's dispersed to the four corners of the earth. Sister Kathy, please correct me if I'm wrong. Sister Royal Priesthood, correct me if I'm wrong. This is what he said is going to happen. Now, like brother we got next said, they just bombed the inner part of Russia. That's what they did. That's what they're going to do. Now, if you're looking at these scriptures, brothers and sisters, you will literally start putting yourself in. When I cook, I'm gonna say this: when I be cooking, like a bell pepper, and bell pepper have all those seeds. For me to throw it in the garbage, it bothers my conscience. It bothers my conscience. If a tomato is rotten, whoop, no, anything, brothers, ain't gonna lie to going in. Outside, boom, break open some soil, drop it in it. Because see, right now, the issue that we have right before us is this. We may believing that some of this is not going to happen. But then if you look at the scriptures, no, it's going to happen. Because one, the Most High cannot lie. Two, everything he said about reports of wars is happening. We're seeing the reports of wars. We're seeing anguish of nations. We're seeing it. We're seeing brothers betraying brothers. We're seeing lawlessness at a very high rate. We're seeing all of these things. And then he tells us, lift up your heads because your deliverance is getting near. That's what it is. It's happening right before our eyes. That's what's happening, brothers. You're right, Sister Kathy. That's what I'm talking about. And for you, brothers, and I know some of you brothers may be looking at it saying, man, I lost my job. I'm behind on rent. You wake up stressed. You go to sleep stressed. Brothers, listen to me. The Most High knows that you are a man that take care of his family. This is the system's doing. This is not your doings. This is a system's doing. If they got to disrupt your life, they're going to disrupt it. Brothers and sisters, truthfully, and I'm going to tell you right now, use your money wisely. And I'm saying this now, when I say wisely, listen to when I say wisely. The world will make you think that is imperative. It is to keep your credit score right here. Brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. If you got a credit card bill and you know you're paying $100 here on your credit card bill, that's what your bill is. That's the statement, right? Brothers and sisters, listen to me, and you may think I'm joking, but I'm telling you the truth. If you send $10 on a $100 bill, they cannot report you to the credit. They cannot drop your credit rating. You paid on the bill. If you think I'm joking, brothers and sisters, look it up. Do not, brothers and sisters, when I say use your money, that's what I'm talking about. Use it wisely. I'm not saying you making dumb decisions, but there's things where you can stretch that dollar out. You still keeping up with your credit score, paying your bills, but you just not sending $100 like you used to. You can't afford to, because let me tell you something, brothers. You ain't gonna let your child go hungry because you got to send $100 over here to this company to pay for a credit card. You go feed your child. Now that's your responsibility, brothers and sisters, off the top. Use your money wisely. You think the system can what's the word? Downsize? You can too. Do what the system do. The system want to downsize, or you downsize too. But they got us thinking that we got to have everything here and now, the biggest, the baddest, whatever the thing we try to, brothers and sisters, we got to brush that off within a hurry. We need to brush that off. You're about to see a whole lot of homes go up in foreclosure. When the banks be overran with homes, let me tell you one thing about banks and homes. They don't like for those homes to be empty. They do not. Because when they empty, And then especially you move out and you turn, I mean, all the you turn electricity off, all that stuff, pipe starts to bust because ain't nobody buying homes like that now. They're not buying homes like that. The pipes start to burst. They rather for you to stay in the house until they get ready to sell the house. I seen that. Brothers, this is my encouragement. When it's getting down to that last dollar, look at the clear and present danger. And that's going to be your family. You see what you can do for your family, and all the other bills you do, you take care of your family first and foremost, because that's the one the Most High is going to hold you accountable to. And then everything outside, if you got $500 and you got to feed your family, you feed your family first and foremost, and clothe them or whatever the situation may be, and whatever you got left over, you divvy that out to whatever bills you got to pay. I don't care if it's $1 that you're sending on your credit card bill. Well, I'll say 2% of the check. This is how real it's about to get, brothers. And some of you brothers and sisters may not have ever been in that predicament before. It may be smack brand new to you. And it just may be just that. I was working with some brothers. Brothers, some man, I ain't worked in years, man. Matter of fact, the brother lied to get the job. He lied and said he knew how to do communications and things of that nature. He didn't know. He was calling me about everything on the job. Hey, now do I do this here? I do this here. I do that there. Yeah, that brother, he lied. He told me. He said the other guy did too. He told him he got hired at some company, and he told another guy about it. Both of them lied just to get into the position so they can get to work. 670,000 people lose their homes each year. Ain't that a lot? Man, good night, sister. Oh, man. But that's what's happening. These companies will call you, work your nerves when you don't pay their bills. What? It's going to get to a point that they can't call you no more. Because eventually, you got to divvy out how you pay your bills. Because eventually, brothers and sisters, we're going to have to find a new way of communication. If your money don't run out first, your phone will get shut off. One or the other. We have a dilemma right in front of us, and we need to be working on that like yesterday. That's what we should be working on and working towards. Some type of communication. Some type of, when I say communication, well, you may be a brother or sister who went out there and did you a garden, and the Most High could have, blessed you with so much. You were like, man, we got a whole lot of this, we got a whole lot of that. But this sister over here, she know how to do herbs. She's making herbs. Go over there and trade with the sister. This may be the sister with some kids. This is that communication, brothers. This is why I say communication. This is the reason why I say we need to reach out. Let's not wait till we get to a point where they bombing and we ducking and dodging. Because eventually, trust and believe, brothers, we're going to be ducking and dodging. We ain't heard this. We ain't never heard that bomb fly over the house. This is going to be smack brand new to us. And the reason why I say this flying over is because the Most High said, this place will be uninhabitable. This is the reason why I say that. We have full-blown knowledge of what the Most High says is going to happen. You want to see a mad dash, brothers and sisters? Yeah. You're going to see people all in the grocery stores trying to get what they can get. They showed you on the movies. The movies are going to eventually be reality, brothers. It's going to be a reality. But don't be part of the scene. Do not be part of the scene. If there's a medical condition that you have, brothers and sisters, start doing research upon that right now. What herbs are good for this? What herbs are good for that? Do your research right now. Dandelions, that stuff that grows in your front yard. Some people be spraying pesticides on. Yeah, brothers. That's a food source. Those little berries, they be falling on your concrete, staining your concrete. Yep, that's another food source. Brothers and sisters, the Most High has given us a warning. And he got brothers and sisters saying these things. Hey, we need to be doing this. We need to be doing that. We can never, not on your best day, come back and say, hey, the Most High, you never warned us. You never told us that you was going to do this. You was going to do that. He told us. And he had his people to speak it. That's one thing we will not be able to say to the Most High. Because now we have this ability to do what he said that's going to happen in this time of the end. That's what he said. Because the day is going to come, brothers. It may be today, tomorrow, next week, next month. But there's going to come a day where it's going to be different from all other days. And then some of us may be saying, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Brothers, sisters, pray for your brothers. Pray for your brothers. Love your brothers. Don't let conflict take you out of pocket. It's only a distraction. You've been attacked because the devil knows exactly who you are. Each and every last one of you that got that bloodline of Israel flowing through your body, you will be up under attack. It's going to everything is not going to be, it's not always going to go in your favor. You're right, Sister Kathy. Disaster is like a Christmas gift. It's sitting up under the tree for this nation. That's what it is. Sister Kathy, did you all start you all's garden? I know your husband was talking about starting a garden. But this is what I'm talking about, brothers. I mean, this brother here and his wife, they raise goats. They raise goats. Yep, you did. There you go. And see, brothers, and this is what I'm talking about. If you have any type of a desire to know, learn, or work with, reach out to the brother and sister. They have 20 to 30 acres of land. 20 to 30 acres of land. Come on now. And you do know that some foods grow during the wintertime. I mean, I just found that out myself. Now, I ain't even know that. I mean, I just found that out a few years ago. My mother was the one that was telling me that. I didn't know that. But it happens, brother. The Most High will make anything possible. You know, in order to, to prepare yourself and to take care of yourself. That's what we need to do. This is just my encouragement. I ain't gonna say what we need to do because each individual is going to have to take care of themselves and things of that nature, brothers. But I just hate to see people, y'all as people, fall into the wayside. And I know for a fact it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And you're going to find some little ones whose stomach is going to be growling. You think you've seen something on TV showing the little Africans over in Africa with the swollen bellies, talking they ain't got food to eat. The world is about to be put in this predicament. The world. France is over there about to freeze. That's what they're about to do. But the thing is, brothers, we could man, please. I can sit up and talk about what we should do until I'm blue in the face. It's going to eventually boil down to what we want to do individually. I got to start what I'm starting to do. I just got back from that job and I got to go back out to my house and do what I got to do tomorrow. I got to go buy a saw because I'm going to be making things and putting things together, cutting down trees and all that other stuff. Wait a minute, sister. Did you see the president of France wife slap him? Oh my goodness. On TV? Please tell me that wow. Good night. No, I didn't see that, sis. I didn't see that. But brothers and sisters, stay faithful. Things are going to happen. The Most High said, those that endure to the end are the ones that will be saved. Now, brothers, and if I'm just saying if, and I'm speaking on if you feel that you may have to go to a FEMA camp, brothers and sisters, do it with fear and trembling and praying to the Most High Yah. Do it that way. Do it that way. And for some of you brothers and sisters, you may find yourself living with other brothers and sisters. Learn to get along with your brothers and sisters right now, because you do not know how these things are going to play themselves out. That's how it's looking, as if this is how it's going to go down. If you want to think our brothers and sisters, our forefathers was on the run during slavery, knocking on doors, are you a friend of a friend? That was the code word. Now you got Sister E in the Goshen Project. These are the things they're working on right now. See, now they know for a fact, oh, this is real. We got to start putting things in place. But then you got other people that will talk about what they're doing as if they crazy. That's the thing. They're putting themselves in position to come up with words, phrases. Hey, and if the phrase matches up, hey, you know you're good to go and walk in. See, right now, this is the thing, brothers. Some of us may be thinking, oh, this is a joke. Oh, it ain't gonna go down like that. My encouragement is this: keep living. Keep living. And see how things are going to turn about. I've seen brothers with the same business as I do calling, seeing if I got any work. They can't find a job to save their life. And they've been in business. Some of them been in business since the late 90s. So yeah, they up in their 60s. And for them to go out and look for a job is like an uphill battle. You know, company trying to hire no 60-something-year-old man. But this is what they've been pushed into. This world got rid of a lot of tech jobs purposely. Brothers and sisters, I installed the equipment to make have a forklift unload and load a truck up without human hands. That's the equipment I install. Run the wires, hook it up, boom, bam. But that's what they got now. They cutting costs. Brothers are losing their jobs. Wives, don't let your frustration come off on your husband. If you want to add fire to the in the mix, that's not a good look. If you know that man, know for a fact that he will get up at the drop of a dime. He's out there, he's working. The same thing is happening when he's not working. He just got a wishful mindset. Man, I need to get to work. I got family I got to take care of. The last thing he needs is extra stress on him. And let me tell you something, sisters. If you're stressing your husband, you stressing him out. If you stressing your husband out, you only doing one thing. You killing your protector. That's what you're doing. Sister, let me tell you, I mean, say, don't stress your man. If he sit down and have a stroke or a heart attack, sisters, what are you going to do when some man kick in that door and he hungry? And you didn't sit up here and stressed out. Oh, you know what? He had a stroke and he lived. What do you think he's going to, what do you think he's possibly can do with half his body unmovable? These are the things we need to be thinking about. And the same thing can go for brothers. The same thing can be going for brothers. The strength of that tongue, in a time of trouble, brothers and sisters, that's one thing that needs to be tamed down to a science. Down to a science. It needs to be tamed. But when you stressing that man out, he get hit with that stroke or heart attack, and he live, and somebody kicking that door, and don't let the neighbors know that he had a heart attack or a stroke, and then here is these heart attacks. Oh man, he can't do nothing. He can't do nothing. Kick in that door and go get us something to eat. Man, let's go ahead and take his wife. He can't do nothing. She got on in there. She was calm all this. He wasn't this, he wasn't that. And all your words, sisters, will come right back upon you in that time of trouble. I'm telling you, weigh your words, sisters. Weigh your words. This is a time, you are at war with the wrong person. When you can build that man up, you're like, no, he's going, and you there by his, no, let me, who, you want to see a man get upset. You want to see a man get strong, sisters. And you been that woman who been in that man's corner, that man go get the strength of the Almighty Yah within him just to protect you. That's what he would do. He would throw blows. No, it would rattle his brain because all he's thinking about, nigga, you ain't gonna touch my wife. It's gonna be on and it's going to be popping. And it may take him a couple of days for him to calm down because he's going to realize who he got and who he must protect. And brothers, keep your hands to yourself. This is not the time you getting frustrated. You looking over here and you want to call your wife out of her name because you stressed out. Man, you take your stress outside. Take a hoe. When I say hoe, I'm talking about the tool now. I'm talking about the tool and go chop up some land. Work that stress on off. It's going to happen, brothers. You're going to be put in these, brothers and sisters, you're going to be put in these situations. The devil is going to be in the mix. He's going to. Brothers and sisters, and I'm going to say this too. Anoint your whole household daily. This stuff is real. This is real. If you think you will continue to hit on that woman in a time of trouble, brothers, and if that woman feels that her life is in danger and she reaches over and grabs something and it penetrates your body, and you start to realize how much you love living, but you notice your life is still going on and on and on. Well, that's what you call reaping what you sow. That's what it's called. You're in it together when it's all over said and done. And if, brothers, this is that time, brothers. It's going to be a frustrating situation, and the devil is going to get into the mix of it. He's going to get in. He's going to go in there with some thoughts inside your head, and it's going to go through your wife too. It is. But you brothers, first and foremost, you're the head of the household. The Most High is going to talk to you first and foremost. If there's any discipline that's going to go down, trust and believe that discipline going to start with you first. He ain't going to jump over you and go to the wife. He going to go to you first. And if you offending this woman, the Most High is going to talk to you. He ain't got to talk to her. It's you that's doing all the offending because you stressed out. Come on now. This is the time of the end. And you know that there's a devil that is working against you. This is the knowledge that we need to be maintaining, that we need to know, hey, I know this is the devil. Boom. Find things, brothers, to do as a family to keep your sanity. until all of these judgment has went on by. You brothers, endurance is a must. It is. And you're responsible for taking care of your family. Off the top. Nobody else. You. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your mouth and bad sayings away from the woman you saying that you love. She can't be no bee. You land in the bed with the wife. Brothers, you'll be surprised if some of the Hebrews I know, or at least met, they have bees coming out their mouth like it's like it ain't no thing. And I'm just looking at like, man, you got to be joking me. You got to be joking me. Because I know it's out there. The only reason I speak about it, because I seen them do it. I seen them say it. That's the reason why I speak on, because I know exactly what some of them do. One brother told me, oh no, cursing was in the Bible. I was like, just because you see cursing in the Bible don't mean that you can do it. But that's all they got to see is something in them, and they think they can do it. Sad way of looking at it, but it's sad. Sad. It is absolutely sad. I've seen brothers, I ain't gonna lie to you, from the stress of a relationship, having heart attacks. I'm talking about these heart attacks and strokes. It's something, brothers. I tell you. A lot of things I've seen, brothers and sisters, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wish I'd never seen it. I'm serious. Because it seems it's like it's embedded inside your mind. And you can't get it out. I never will forget when I was a child. Brothers and sisters, I do not wish this upon nobody. And I'm serious. And for you out there, and for one, let me say it this way. I smelled a dead body. This older lady, it was hot outside, and they said that she had a stroke or something, but her body started to decay. Brothers and sisters, if you want to talk about a smell that is, it's like you'll never forget that smell. That is a smell that is absolutely unbelievable. It is something else. You know what, Sister Kathy? I take my hat off to you. I take my hat off to you. Oh, brother Dave, you know that smell too? Yes. That smell, brothers and sisters. It's not not good. But the thing about it is this, and the reason why I brought this up, brother, because we're about to get into that. We're about to get into that season. See, right now, we don't see dead bodies laying around here. We don't smell them. They just show them on TV. That's all we see them on TV. Now, TV is not going to do it no justice. Reality, good night, is something totally different. But when you start seeing these things, you start seeing dead bodies, and you still in captivity. Yes, it's going to throw something else on you. Now, your mind is going to be like, whoo. And brothers and sisters, and brothers, we're talking about a system that's going to break down. It's going to break down. You will not be able to call the police. You will not be able to call the ambulance. The system is going to break down. The Most High said this is going to be unlivable. You're going to see situations where, brother, you're going to be like, I can't believe this, because you're not used to it. You just may be in there one day, boom, boom, cooking and everything, and then people, you may have somebody, you may have a house full of brothers and sisters living, and you may have one of them that may have fell asleep in death. You got to bury that body. You will have to bury that body. Clean up the room and all of that. You will have to do it. You can't sit there and mope and grope and things of that nature. Now your whole mindset is totally different. You say your prayers, bury the body, because you got others that still live. If you don't bury the body, brothers and sisters, yeah, you're in line for some serious sickness. It's going to get real, brothers. It's going to get real. We may not be accustomed to these things right now, but when that stuff kick in, when those days kick in, because that tribulation is for the nations. The Most High said, if he did not cut short those days, no flesh would be saved. But on account of you, Israel, those days for the nations will be cut short. It's by the grace of Israel that the Most High is cutting short those days. Brothers, stay faithful. Stay faithful. We have some things in front of us. My thing is, this is the thing, brothers. It's not to scare you, but I would like to believe that it's encouraging you to be on the watch. Put yourself in a safe position. Put yourself in a safe position. That's the thing. And what was that, Sister Royal Priesthood? Hold on for a moment. You said something. Hold on, sis. No, sister, she did say this. Yeah, that's right. Some of our to deliver them. Okay, they're not. You know what? Now, brothers. That's going to be on an individual. From what I'm looking at, I'm working myself, and I pray to the Most High about this, of making a way for me, because I mean, in my mind, I got a desire. I do, and so I'm working towards it at the same time. I'm all about the fleeing. That's just me, but I'm not gonna push it upon no one. I'm just say, hey, this is what the scriptures say. Keep it moving. And that's just my line of thought, brothers. Because I do know there's going to be a gathering. The scriptures clearly states it. But me, when Yahushua said, when you catch sight of all of these things, don't come off your house and go in there and get your stuff. You break camp. And it seems, brothers, that you will see some danger, and it's going to be a tad bit too late for you to do anything. We have the warning. We are the people that's being warned. We are the people that's being warned. With this awakening, and now here we are today. You come from 2019, bringing them to we steps away from a World War III, and then you're talking about all these types of supposedly diseases that's popping up and things of that nature, brothers and sisters. I tell you, a lot of things we should be having right now. We should be having some things that, soap, water, some things just in case of some type of infection or whatever. We do the best that we can. We do the best we can. And we put ourselves in front of the Most High. Hey, we're doing this here, we're doing that there. But your first and foremost goal is always to rely upon the Most High. It ain't your stocking of food. It ain't the stocking of your bullets. It ain't the fact you got a well-built house. Your faith should be in the Most High, not the things that you think you got to preserve your life. That ain't gonna preserve your life. It's the Most High who's gonna preserve your life. That's what we should be looking at, brothers. This is not about being comfortable. Those days are gone. You just may see a smack brand new car sitting in the front yard, sitting on 24s, shiny and everything. Ain't nobody worried about that. You can't eat no rims. The desires of the system is dying. It's dying, brothers. This is what we stand right down to this very day. Be real with what the Most High is telling us, brothers. That warning book is a warning to you first and foremost. Why? Why did the Most High warn you first, Israel? Because you're going to be the first one to get affected. You're least of all people while you are in captivity. That's the reason. That's the reason. He warns his people first and foremost. You're in captivity and you are least of all people. You're going through a great tribulation in somebody else's land. Brothers, this is just my encouragement. That's all this was. And I hope that we can start reaching out to one another. And like I said, you have brother and sister Jones. They got 20 to 30 acres of land, brothers. Now, for any one of you that say, hey, you know what? I like to help out or do whatever, so be it. Reach out to the brothers and sisters. The brother and sister, rather. And then we got to start looking at other brothers and sisters about this here. This is what we should be doing. Brothers, attack your flesh in order to determine the strength of your spirit. This is that time. This is that time, is what we should be doing. And on that note, brothers and sisters, I would say shalom. Be safe out there, Israel, because these days, they wicked. This is Satan's last hoorah that he's trying to do before his abyssing, because he knows this awakening will not be stopped. He can't stop it. This is his life. His being is about to be, it's getting cut short. It's short. This is where we at. This awakening has caused a lot of all of this. That's what this awakening has done. We must remain faithful, like the Most High said. You brothers and sisters, be safe out there. And I look forward, y'all willing, to speak with you brothers and sisters tomorrow. Shalom.